Welcome back, felines, to another great episode of Comedians in Bed, where comedians can be comedians. And I don't really know what that means, but it just sounds like something you should say on a podcast. I want to apologize for giving you the late episode. I gave you a late episode. I'm coming to you late. Coming to you late. I want to apologize to you guys. I'm gonna hold you. I was just tired on Tuesday. Didn't feel like podcasting. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till later in the week. I'm gonna do it. Also, my work schedule has changed. I don't want to say drastically, but it has changed. So now, um, when I would record or whatever, it's just changed. So I got to get used to this new schedule. So whenever I record episodes, that might change as well. Even with guests, usually with guests, I just you know record whenever they're available. But it's about to just be one day. If you're available this day, we can record. Because yeah, your boy is. Yeah, the schedule's different. But man, if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe, rate, and review. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. We got over 500 subscribers now. That took a lot of work, but we're almost there, baby. We're almost there. We also got leave a review. If you are watching this and you see, you want to leave a comment, leave a review as well. That would be greatly appreciated. Leave a comment, leave a review. If I'm pretty sure the group chat is on fire this morning. So drop this episode in the group chat. Let them know that you're a comedian and that you wanted to watch uh comedians in bed and that you thought it would be something that they should check out too, especially, if you got other comedian friends, pass this along to them, man. If you subscribe, if you leave comments, if you interact, if you tell people to leave reviews, the show gets better. We can get better guests. Because sometimes I be hitting up guests and I think they don't want to do it because they think it's a little rinky dink podcast. And it may be like that to some, but it ain't like that to me and all the other felines out there. So we want to grow the community. So make sure you spread the word. This year, like I said last episode, I really been working on making sure that um when I do jokes, my goals, last episode I talked about my goals, and one of them was to just be in the moment, be more vulnerable on stage, freestyle while I'm on stage or whatever. Not necessarily freestyle all the time, but like freestyle from a sense of like, okay, I don't need to sit down and try to remember this joke word by word. Just know the points, get to the points however you get to them quickly, or whatever the case may be. And I've been doing that this year. I haven't even thought twice about not doing that, but I've been doing that this year, and it has been really, really. It's been really, really good. Been going really good. I don't even think twice about it. I just go right into it and I do it. Uh, the first test of that actually uh was that I had a roast. I had a roast battle, the 614 roast, and I wrote those jokes probably like a week before. Majority of those jokes I kind of wrote. Well, I wrote those jokes like a week before, and I had some stuff, and then I look back through it, and the day of, I just like a couple hours before, I just went through it, edited, add some more stuff, this, that, and the third. Went up there and had a good set, had a really good set. Like with roast, the thing about roast is that you don't know if this joke is going to do good. Like you really don't know. Like you really don't know. Like you could ask other comedians, like we do with other regular jokes. Hey, is this good? What do you think? But you just not like with I mean with any joke, you just don't know. But with roast, like that's literally like probably like the first time you're telling it on stage. So you just never know. But it went good and I was first. Everybody received my jokes well. I had three out of the five. I think I told like five or six. Out of the three, out of those, like three really, really, really hit. And I saved those two to the end. So that show was really good. But then there's nights where it don't go so good. And Wednesday night was but today's Thursday. Okay. See, my days is all messed up. This new work schedule is tripping me out. Tuesday night was at the Funny Bone open mic, and boy, did I bomb. I mean, you can't bomb on an open mic, but it was one of those sets where I was like, okay, I can't wait to get off. Can't wait to get off. But I took my L with grace, baby. I think I was even up there smiling. I took my L with grace. So I'm happy about that, that no matter what, I'm not folding. I said this is my goal and I'm gonna do that. And while I was at that mic, I talked to my counselor about this, but boy, I don't like it, man. I don't like people do this. There was this dude, he was sitting by me at the bar, and this is the second time that this has happened at the Funny Bone. What is it? The second time, bro. So this dude, he sees me and he was like, he made a comment and I was like, because I was writing down my set and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. Made a little comment back. Or he said something and I just laughed. Then he was like, he's like, so do you just host at hashtag or do you host here too? I'm like, nigga, what? Like, wait a minute, huh? What? How do you know I host that hashtag? I just, how do you? I'm like, no, I just host that hashtag. Not here yet. He's like, yet, yeah. So I like to hear not yet. And I'm just like, dude, who are you? Like, I don't know, man. I don't like. Okay, I like. So listen, when I was a toxic person about 5 years ago, right? I used to love attention. I would literally go to work, make sure I wore a certain outfit, make sure I walked past certain people's desks so they could see me. And if they didn't see me, I would do it until they did see me, just to be on their mind. That's how much attention I craved and desired. But glory be to God, I am healed from my childhood trauma. I do not need attention like that anymore. Although contrary to belief, why do you do stand up? Because it's my gift. All right. I'm surrendering myself to my gift. Do you think if you ever saw me before I go on stage, I rarely talk. And I'm very selective who I talk to. I say that I'm naturally an introvert, selectively an extroverted. And there's actually a word for people like that. I forget it, but I'm gonna watch this podcast and I'll get that word back to you. Basically, there's a third one, and this person, they're introverted with some, but some people bring their extroverted side out. And I was like, okay, that explains me. I'll get that word. I'll come back to you with that. But neither here nor there. I it's all this like me moving like to me, I just see me like as an open micer trying to like working hard to get a feature spot, have someone take them on the road, or at least to like host, at a club or whatever. But as I keep moving up this invisible ladder, I don't like people knowing. I don't like people knowing like where I'm at, what I'm doing. I don't. That's the thing about flyers, bro. Like I don't got beef with nobody, so I don't think nobody gonna pull up on me. But I'd be like, man, any girl that I used to mess with could easily just pull up to a show because I'm not hard to find. Oh, you gonna be here, and this is the address at this time? Oh yeah, I know where to find you, and I don't like that. People be popping up, and then and I gotta get used to like people that I don't know just knowing who I am. Like I don't. It's weird. No one really knows. No one like I've never experienced that before. So when people just come up to me and be like, so just say random stuff, I just be so confused. And I think I'd be confused because I'm like, in my mind, I'll be like, who's you? But they kind of like know me. They may follow me. They may came to a show before or two. But I think it would just be best if people would just be normal. Like it's okay to like talk to a stranger like, oh, if the game is on you at the bar and be like, oh man, he can't throw for nothing. Then y'all start having a conversation. Some friendships develop that way. I get that. But bro, you gotta let me know that you know me. Like you can't just start talking to me. If it's not in that setting, if you talking to me specifically about my comedy or yeah, this guy's funny. Like, hey, bro, introduce yourself. I don't know you like that. And it's always somebody white too. Like I don't know you like that, bro. You gotta say, hey, like yeah, I caught your Ty Erskine and friends, da da da. And we're really, really good, man. You do a really good job. My name is such and such. Like introduce yourself, bro. Even with comics, like please do not assume that I know you. Like these young comics, I know them now, so I don't be tripping. But like when these new comics first started coming out, they'll be like, "What's up, Ty?" And I'll be like, "Bro, who the fuck? Who is you?" Like. You gotta let me know you do comedy. You gotta people don't introduce themselves, bro. I'll be a little nervous, bro. I'll be like, where does person know me from, bro? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Mm-mm. But also Ty Erskine and Friends this weekend. Thank you for everybody that came out to it last weekend. It was a spectacular show. Uh, I rarely do. I haven't done much back-to-back shows, so that was good. Every time I do that, I feel like a real comedian. So thank you for that. No, it was real, real good. Tire Skin and Friends was real good. High Call. We had my girl Ella Pilardi. We had Ty Moore, Sansa Shate. It was real good. The audience was into it. They was loving it. They was cool. It was cool. And it was cool to go from an audience of like what, 14 to like an audience of like 55. Not sold out, nowhere near sold out, to sold out. So like, yeah, we got to pull out extra seats for this show. So that was cool because if you headliner and you featuring the first show may be trash. Not saying that my show was trash, but it made the audience maybe trash. They may be tired, whole bunch of stuff, and it may be a boring show. But the second show could be fire. So uh, I'm glad that I get to experience these normal touring comedian experiences where you know one show is small, intimate, and the next one's you know. So I like that. I like that. I like that. There's no way to, I think we got all the pleasantries out the way. There's no way to just go into it, so I'll just go into it. Also before I go into this, no, I'll just go into it. Uh, Unfortunately, the California wildfires still burning. Well over a week now. Multiple people dead. It's really, really sad. It's really, really scary. I live in an area where we don't really have too many natural disasters. Only thing we'll have in the Midwest is like a tornado, but Columbus doesn't really have tornadoes. We had one last year, and like when we do get tornadoes, they be like out in the country in Franklin County. Like there's some country parts in Franklin County. They'd be like out there, whatever, or they'll be near Franklin County, but they never really come into Franklin County. But we had one last year, and I think that was the first time for a while. I think there was another one a couple years ago, but that wasn't as serious as the one as last year was. It didn't really do like too much damage, but it was just serious because it was like it could have landed multiple people's homes or whatever. But the only one I remember before that was the one in like 1998, I think, or something, or not late 90s. That one was big. Anytime you hear sirens in Columbus, that's serious. So that's my only experience with natural disaster. I don't have too much, but it is frightening, especially the one last year because it could have dropped wherever. And the news was like, we don't know where it's going to drop. The eye of the storm is over downtown. Da, da, da. And I live in a three-story building. I'm on the third floor, so I'm like, shoot, I don't got no basement. I can't even go downstairs. There ain't nothing downstairs for me to take shelter in. So it could be a scary moment. I can't imagine my house and all of my memories being gone. Everything that I own, the clothes, toothbrush, like drawers, like taking a shower, just like your whole everyday routine is just ruined. And you got to put yourself back together, regardless if it's a lot of money, regardless if they got a lot of money, regardless if they don't. It's still sad. And it's still sad that climate change is really running rampant like this. Even though I don't know if this was created by climate change, someone started it, electrical fires, whatever the case. I never really thought about this, but people out there are saying, like, why don't we have something to prevent or to help prevent these wildfires? I don't know what technology you could help to prevent that unless you put like sprinklers in the ground. I don't really I don't know. That was a spare of the moment type of thought. I don't know what you could do. I don't know. But I would just want to say, since I'm not out there, I do go to California every year. I'm going this year in a couple months. I don't know about LA because I definitely think the wildfires will be contained by then. However, a lot of people are going to need Airbnb, so I don't know where I was staying. And I know people out there, but I don't know them enough to be like, can I crash on your couch? You know what I'm saying? I don't just be crashing on random people's couches. I don't know. I gotta know you at least a little bit, or at least be with someone who do know you enough to be like, okay, this person cool. I'm still gonna sleep with one eye open up. So I don't know, but I want to say, and I don't have too much to say about it because I'm not out there. I do go there every year. I do hate to see it. Black, white, Mexican, Asian, I don't care. To have your memories of childhood homes just uprooted like that, I can't even imagine. So all I will say is that my heart and my prayers go out to everybody in LA. And I hate to see it, and I hope that they recover. I hope, first of all, they contain the fires. I pray that they recover soon, quickly than we imagine. And I hope that everybody's life who's just uprooted, I hope life afterwards is better than the life they had before. Amen. I don't know how to transition from that, so I'll just go to Twitch's widow. Twitch's widow, Allison Holker, and her adopted daughter. So I haven't really paid too much attention about it. It's been so long since he's passed. I didn't even know it was that long. It's been like what 2 or 3 years now. And his wife Allison is going on in this tell-all book, and she put some of his diary entries in it, and which is weird. Clearly, this was meant for me. Why would you even put? No, I don't know, man. I don't. You really got to marry the right one because even in death, they can really be still be disrespectful. And if she's this disrespectful while he's dead, excuse me, while he's dead, I can only imagine how disrespectful she was when he was alive. Because I don't know if they have their own kid together, but you should definitely not be talking about this man like that. We found drugs. Why? Why does people need to know that? If he didn't tell nobody he did drugs, then why are you telling everybody he did drugs? Why? Why do we need to know that? Why? That's none of our business. Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, Currency, they let us know about that part of their business that they smoke weed. Twitch did not. If he smoked weed or whatever drug he took. Why do we need to know that? We don't need to know that. If he had a major porn stash with like 500 DVDs, we did need to know that. He don't that I know of, but we wouldn't have needed to know that either. Then his adopted daughter was saying, was calling Twitch by his real name. I think his name is Stefan or Steven. Oh, so I'm not your daddy. I don't know. His daughter, his stepdaughter went on there and she was, first of all, she was talking like she was black. And I'm like, is she black? Because she looked high yellow and she looked white. Is she black? Who her real daddy? What's going on here? Why is she talking like that? I was so confused. And then she over here talking about, well, Steven, he's your adopted daddy. Call that, you know what? He might not have liked for a little white girl to call him daddy. I don't know. I don't know. But it just did make the situation even better. So I don't know. All I know is that that made me really put an emphasis on, you really got to marry the right one. You really got to marry. And the crazy thing about it is he was giving her dick and she's still just ungrateful for it. And put her in a nice home, her and her daughter. And she's still just dragging his nigga through the mud. The fact that they had to sign an NDA, his family had to sign an NDA just to attend the wedding, didn't even know that was possible. I wouldn't have signed it, and I still would have attended. I try and stop me. Try who gonna stop me from walking in church? Because I would have told the pastor, so you gonna stop me from walking in God's house? I didn't think so. Move. Like, we're not doing this. Not gonna stop me from walking into a church, let alone a funeral of my family members because I didn't sign a piece of paper. You can kiss my ass. And if they didn't let me in, like they had security or whatever, that's okay. Because I would have caught that bitch outside. Man, we would have been fighting. I just can't imagine someone making me sign an NDA for my family member's death. Now, I've only had two family members die that I know of. But yeah, nah. That's you about to be dead next, bitch. Like how I feel about it. Every week, and I need to do this week, but every week I do watch a comedy special to kind of like study, see how the production is, see how their style is, see how they move. I watched this comedy special of Earthquake on Prime. It threw me. threw me for a loop. I'm like, oh, because it's an hour. I'm like, oh, I've never seen an hour of earthquake. Oh shoot, it's about to be. Threw when I say it threw me. Because on Netflix, he just short jokes, short jokes, short jokes, like bam, 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 bam. Last per minute was just bam, 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 bam. He rarely did setups. Like if he did, it was quick. Some of them was a little slower compared to the other ones, but it was just wham, bam. But like he didn't give you time to breathe. But this one, man, it was different. Like I've only heard earthquake go bam, 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 bam. Like I've seen heard some other stuff from previous recordings that he did. This one, man, he was telling like stories and I was like not used to it. I was not used to him going like a minute or two without laughs. 3 minutes sometimes. It was weird, but also intriguing. It's like I did not know. Like he literally just did a hella stories. Story after story after story after story after story for a whole hour. I was like, Earthquake is telling stories. And this is why you got to go to people's shows and not just look at their clips, not just listen to audio recordings on Pandora, because that's how I heard about Earthquake was Pandora and Ali Sadiq too. Um, and I was just like, wow, this is crazy. He really tells. I mean, he was telling stories after he even got intimate. Like he was telling about his ex-wife and him being a father and him talking about he want to get married again. Now that the Netflix, the Prime special did say, and this was years ago, maybe 2016, 17, 18, 19. It did say like basically, I forget the name of it, but hold on, let me try to find the name of it real quick because the name of the show indicated to me that because like I'm thinking like I don't know what I thought. Like I had no, that's not the one. Um, okay. So yeah. So like so the name of it is called in parentheses practice, the secret files of earthquake, right? And this was released in um 2022. I don't know if it was filmed in 2022, but yeah. But he was just telling stories after stories after stories and but the name of the title made me okay, he's working on stuff. And it did. I don't want to say it came off as if he was working on stuff because I don't know. I haven't seen him for a whole hour, so I don't know how his hours usually go. Each hour is different, but if you see him enough, you get like a consistent style. I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. But I loved it. I loved the stories. I love it was a different pace. I loved it. I loved that he was, and then when I told somebody else about it, they were like, "Yeah, he usually tells stories. He goes so deep in the story." So I'm like, "Oh, this is what he does," and it was cool to see that. It was really cool to see a different change of pace, and this is why when you see a comedian on IG, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, it is best to go to their shows to see if you're really a fan, because online is just online. But when you go like me, I love music. Going to concerts is like one of my biggest hobbies. That's why I go to Coachella. I can just knock out a whole bunch of concerts in one. But um when you go there, you get to really get a sense of this comic and who they are, their style. When you just see clips and stuff, that's not really a sense or a glimpse of what it really is. And now the sun's coming up, so I can turn this light off. Because the sun should have been up. Sun should have been up. I didn't want to be late and stuff. So yeah, man. I didn't know. I didn't know earthquake. I ain't know earthquake got down like that and told stories. I was shocked. Blew my whole mind. Shocked, bro. I was like, wow. All right. But I liked it though. I liked it though. All right. Now to our next and our last thing that I want to talk to you guys about. When I do these podcasts by myself, I honestly feel like it's going to be like an apocalypse, and like someone's going to look back on these files and be like, "Oh, that's what humans did back then." That's why, for real, it feels weird. But next week we got to guess. You'll really love them. Next week we got to guess. Um, my Buckeyes are in the national championship game. Just thought I'd let you guys know. No one's really been talking about it yet because of the convincing wins that we have been having. But if Ryan Day does lose his game, people will say we need to hire Marcus Smart. I mean Marcus Freeman. I'm telling you right now. The reason why, because he went to OSU. He's from Ohio, and he just won a national championship, and he beat our coach, who we don't like. I like Ryan Day. He's just not from Ohio, so he might not necessarily get it. Oh, but he's starting to get it. He's starting to get it. So yeah, man. But I think the Buckeyes gonna win. We can't, sometimes there's been a couple teams like Nebraska, Michigan, um, Oregon, maybe. No, Oregon. But Penn State. There's been a couple teams that they can get us to like play their pace of football when we're on offense, and we keep running up the middle and we just keep doing it instead of like doing small little passes here and there. So hopefully we don't fall into this trap. And Ohio State, they'll probably do it because like, oh, but we've won. It's up against Michigan. Like, I hope they don't fall into that trap where, okay, this doesn't work. We're running up the middle, so we're just going to keep running up the middle. I hope they don't fall into that trap. I hope they don't. I don't think their offense is good enough to do anything against us, to be honest with you. Um, but their defense is pretty nice. Defense is pretty nice. I think it'll be a close game. I don't have a, I guess I'll give a score. Uh, I'll say 28-10. If I was Ohio State, especially since the last time we was in the national championship game was against Alabama and we got smacked, I would honestly just try to come out rolling, man. Get this over with. We the champ is here. Like, get this over with, bro. Like, come on. So, but I'm ready, bro. Got my backwoods, got my drink. I'm ready. I might call off the next day, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready, man. They doing real good, man. I'm proud of them boys. They just got one more game left. I'm pretty sure they probably leave today or tomorrow for the game. They'll probably leave. They'll probably leave Friday. They'll probably leave Friday because if they had a Saturday game, they would leave on Friday. So, and the game is on Monday, so they'll probably leave tomorrow, which is cool. It's cool because they got a full week of class. They back in class this week, so they'll probably leave tomorrow. But yeah, man, shout out my Buckeyes, bro. We gotta get that national championship in. Okay, we gotta get that national championship game. We gotta win it, baby. Gotta win it. Gotta win it. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Comedians in Bed. I want to apologize for being so freaking late. My next show that I have here in Columbus is tonight. It's tonight at Cafe Carowicks. The Cafe Carowicks comedy is going to be me, Amanda Adams, Joe Good, Sister Lou, Ty Moore, and it's also Ty Moore is headlining, but it's also going to be Def Goldblum. So come on out. Please don't pop up on me, but come on out. If you see me, be like, hey, introducing myself. So come on out. It's only $10. Shows at 8. Doors open at 7. It's gonna be a good time. Cafe Carowicks is down by campus area on High Street. So I'd love to see you guys there for tonight. I am going to be. Oh my God, did not know that I was going to do that. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys tonight. I apologize for the late episode. We will see you guys next week on YouTube, Tuesday at 11 a.m. That will drop. We got a special guest joining us 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you missed that, that's okay because you can stream us wherever you listen to podcasts. We're available on all platforms. If you miss the streaming, you can catch us on our Instagram at Comedians in Bed Podcast for weekly clips, man. We want to thank you for tuning in this week. Everybody love, peace, and blessings. I don't even know why I'm ending it like that, but we will see you guys next week.